Hey, book nerds, it's your book bug here. And you know what I love, aside from reading, of course? Hamburgers. That's right. Big, fat, juicy mother truckers. I'm talking like a heart attack on a freaking bun, people. So when I say that I love author Anne Rice as much as I love hamburgers, there's no higher compliment that I can bestow on anyone. But not even I can defend some of the stuff she's written. This is a shame because Rice started out on such a great note, particularly with her Vampire Chronicles collection. She really revolutionized this genre, taking the monsters and making them, well, human. One of the things she's noted for saying about these particular books was that they were exploring the idea of finding meaning in life without a god, and you can really feel this existential crisis bleeding through the pages. For vampires are denied spiritual eternity, and so they instead have to live out an earthly one, shedding their mortal coil but still paradoxically remaining fleshly. Now, some might find the strong sexuality in these books a bit disarming, and I agree it's not for all ages. But on the other hand, sexuality is a part of the vampire genre, and actually the sexual fluidity of Rice's characters contributes to making them all the more tortured and complex. They're constantly shifting back and forth in a vain quest to find meaning in relationship, but it always leaves them empty, and realizing that there's no such thing as eternity in those relationships. They're constantly abandoned and disappointed in love, no matter where they seek it. So really, their sexual confusion just contributes to making them that much more complex characters. But in her later books, all of the things that tiptoed the line of overboard in the earlier ones, like the violence and sexuality, just veer off into the realm of fantastical. I mean, Rice's brain really runs riot. The later books in the series just got bizarre as crap, and I feel like in order to compensate for the fact that there wasn't much else to reveal about her character, she just made the plots bigger and sillier. I mean, body snatching, world domination? Let's just get back to the philosophical dilemmas, okay, that the first couple books were so good at addressing. Which is actually what happens in her later books, only then we have the opposite problem. They're all philosophy and no humanity. Supposedly she dumped her editor and took over more creative expression, and yeah, you can really start to tell in her later works here. They're so pretentious that they could stand in place of the next installment of Matrix movies. I tried to read Violin a bit ago and was overwhelmed by the pretentiousness. Filled with flowery prose, it's so symbolic, you don't even know what the flying hell is supposed to symbolize. I mean, Anne, I love ya, but why don't you go revisit Lestat or something? He's one of your best and most interesting characters. Oh, hell yes!